Hey everyone, good morning. I'm out in this just beautiful, stunning forest right now on such a beautiful morning. There's a slight chill to the air. Autumn is coming quick, especially up here. I've already seen some fall colors. It is just beautiful out here. So last night I was out hiking, much like I'm doing now. I was out looking for moose, and I was just reflecting on this summer and how it's been. Just how many amazing animals I've been able to photograph. You know, obviously there's the time I spent with the bears out in Alaska. Had so much fun with them. Was able to get some really fun pictures of them. Again, in Alaska, there were the puffins that I was able to photograph, and all the other seabirds. What an amazing adventure that was. The Arctic foxes, just a dream come true. So many other species, but as I was thinking about the species that I photographed this summer, there was one that came to mind that I hadn't photographed this summer, and I really like photographing this species, and it's been quite a while actually since I have. Now, it might be a little surprising to you when I tell you what the species is, considering, you know, the bears and the Arctic foxes and all these other more iconic species that I was able to photograph this summer. So here I am out this morning looking for this other species that I love photographing so much, just because I've missed them. So I'm out here hiking around and I hear some around me. So I'm gonna get up into this rock field up here and hopefully start photographing these little guys and let you know here in a second what they are that I'm looking for and hoping to photograph. Let's keep going. All right, so I'm out here in this rock slide right now. This is the ideal habitat for the animal that I'm looking for. I'm looking for American Pika this morning. Pika are so much fun to photograph. If you've never photographed them before, you need to, because they are so charismatic, energetic, just so much fun to spend time with. You'd probably think they're related to mice or something like that. They're actually part of the lagomorph family. So they're more closely related to rabbits and hares, and you can start to see it the more you watch and observe them. Just the facial structure, the shape of their face. They do have these kind of rounded over ears, and just kind of the way they move around too. It does remind me of watching a rabbit or something kind of move around. But pika are so much fun. They really like these rock fields. They actually make their homes inside or underneath the rocks. They have these little tunnels that they navigate, and helps keep them stay safe from predators, honestly. This time of year is perfect time of year to photograph them. They're getting ready for winter. Unlike a lot of other species, you know, like ground squirrels, things like that, that hibernate throughout the winter, pika actually don't. They're active pretty much all winter. They might sleep a little bit more, but they're still active all winter. So this time of year, they're just rushing around stockpiling food for the winter, because they're not going to have all this vegetation available to them. So pika are really unique in that they'll collect vegetation throughout the summer months, and then they lay it out outside their entrances to their homes. And they lay it out in the sun and let it dry and cure, essentially making their own hay. And so I've got the pile up here, and I haven't seen the pika yet, but I'm just going to watch this pile, and hopefully we'll have a pika coming in with some food, and I'll be able to get some pictures, fingers crossed. They're usually pretty tolerant of people. I can usually sit in these rock fields and they'll come almost right up to me, and they just don't even care. So I'm just gonna chill out here for a little bit and see what we can get. Pica are so much fun. I love photographing Pica. So I'm still outside this guy's little home here. I did shift positions because the sun started peeking through the clouds. So just to get the sun at a better angle, I did shift positions, but this guy's been really tolerant. There's some other Pica up here in the rocks, but I'm just staying with this guy for now because he's been really tolerant. He keeps running up to this little patch of vegetation in the rocks. He'll grab some, go back to his little perch, and he'll eat it, and then he'll come grab some more and run down to his little home here and stash it in his little pile. It's really fun to watch. This guy has given me some wonderful picture opportunities this morning. I've photographed a lot of Pica. You know, I've photographed them in the springtime with little babies running around. It's so cute to watch that. I've photographed them, you know, close-up pictures of them in these rocks with the beautiful colors, the lichen, and I've gotten some really fun pictures of that stuff. I've gotten them with fun backlighting, with the sun setting, just all sorts of different stuff. This guy this morning, he's given me some awesome opportunities because he keeps running down to this patch of raspberries, and he's essentially pruning the berries back. He'll chew through a stalk and, you know, take it back to his home here, his little hay pile up here. But you know, he's been posing in front of these raspberries, and there's a bunch of raspberries just all over the place, so I've been able to get a little splash of red in the pictures here and there. Just some colors that I really haven't gotten with these guys before, just because they do usually just hang out in the rocks here. So it's just been a whole lot of fun photographing this guy. He's given me some really cool picture opportunities. They are just so much fun to photograph. I see a really weird spider on the rocks right here. So I'm gonna pause this, get back to the photography. I wanna see if I can get a picture of this guy. I haven't seen a spider like this before. So let's get back to the wildlife and I'll update you here in a little bit. Oh, spider ran off. Okay, well, I'm gonna get back to this Pica. I thought I'd end the morning with a little wild raspberry treat here. These berries are delicious. I love them so much. And they're all over the place up here. So I found a nice little patch here. I figured I'd end the morning with a few handfuls of wild raspberries. What a wonderful morning I had with the Pica. I was able to photograph a couple different Pica, but most of my time was spent with the one. He was just giving me a lot of awesome picture opportunities, going back and forth, getting the vegetation, climbing around on the rocks, just so much fun. And I was able to see some behavior I've never seen with Pica before. I was watching him, and you know, he was chomping these raspberry stalks down, bringing them back to his little haystack there and getting other leaves and grasses and vegetation. And then I saw him come over to a fallen aspen log, climb up on top, and he started chewing at the bark and eating the bark. I've never seen that before. I didn't know Pica ate tree bark as well. So I was able to get a little bit of footage of that. It was hard. There were some branches and stuff in the way. It was just cool to see though. You know, that's one of the things I love about wildlife photography and observation, is just seeing behavior you haven't seen before. So it was so much fun to get those guys this morning, the Pica. And you know, a lot of people, a lot of photographers, they get so hung up on photographing these iconic species, the bears and the wolves and, you know, all that stuff, that they just pass right by these little guys. And these little critters can give you just as many photo opportunities as some of the bigger ones, and they're just so much fun to photograph. I don't know why you would want to pass by them. I love photographing species like Pica and just the smaller species. I had so much fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. It's a little bit shorter this week, but I thought I'd just take you along on my impulsive morning hike this morning. I'm grateful that I decided to come out here and do this last night as I was out looking for moose to photograph. I hope you guys have enjoyed. It's been such a fun morning. As always, I appreciate you following along, the constant support. I've got my bear workshops open and available for registration and sign up for next summer, so go sign up for that. I had such an amazing year with the bears out there this year, and every year I've gone out there, it's just incredible. So go sign up for that. If you have any questions regarding that, just let me know. Thanks so much for following along. We'll see you next time. You ready for this? I am. Oh my goodness. Sorry to talk with my mouth full. Oh my goodness, these are absolutely amazing. So good. I wonder if there's enough to pick to bring home and make some jam. I guess we'll see. We'll see you guys next week. Oh, incredible.